Good morning, everyone. This is Vicki, and I'm going to quickly show you some things I've been making over the past week and a half or so. It's ongoing, but everyone except for Mom and the dog are out of the house, so I'm going to make this video. First of all, I've been felting, so I'm teaching myself how to felt, watching some videos, and making these little pretty flowers with the felt. And let's see if I can turn another light on. A little better. So I made all these pretty flowers, and I really like this one. It's made with 100% felt wool to start out with, and then I did the felting on top. So I really like how that turned out. And then this one, and this is also a little felting I did to make that center, and then felted it on top. So I made that one, and these little tiny ones. Let's see if that's going to, these little tiny ones I made. I like these two. They're so cute. Look how cute this is. And this is made with the, the Daiso felt. So it's real thin in the roll. And then I use the Daiso to felt it, to do the felting on top. So those are, here's another one. This one is the felt. I bought at Joann's 100% felt, and then felting on top is the Daiso. And I don't think it's 100% wool, the ones we get at Daiso, the little round felting felt. But, so that's what I've been doing. In fact, I did this one also. I was just playing around to see what it was like. And it's so fun. You can make your own design. So I'll probably do some more of those things on the felt of the 100% felt. 100% wool felt, rather. So that's what how that came out. So those are basically all the flowers I made. There's another cute one. And then, I haven't finished up with these, but I was going to sew these little seed beads in there. So I'll probably do that. They're just laid in there right now. But, so that is what I've been learning. I did try to do these felts. I rolled, cut and rolled myself. And it came out okay, and then I dyed it because it's just the Daiso white felt in a roll that I used, and so it's not like even like if you had a dye, but if you don't mind it uneven like this, then I could do a better job of spraying, but I just wanted to try it out, and I put a little stickles on top of this one to see what that would look like. So that's kind of makes it ruffly looking. So I like that too. So I'll probably try making a bunch of these also. Then let's see what else I've been doing. Oh, my crocheting. The crocheting I've been doing is I'll bring this up here. Oops. Are these flowers. So what that is a trim, a long trim line, and then I rolled it up. And I just put a little sticky tape on the back of the paper and just laid those on top. So I can use these as trims also, or as flowers, whichever I'd like. I just, thought it gives me an option for embellishment use. So I did those, and then I'll show you what they look like. It looks like this, and I did it's a long strip like that, and this is the right side. So I did two-tone, and it's a double crocheted length first, and then going back over it with the flower or petal, whatever you want to call these. I don't know what it's called because I'm fairly new to crochet. So that's what these are, and I just had tied this together, and this, I just did a bunch of them while I'm sitting watching my grandson. He's such a funny little guy. And this, so I just want to show you that, what I'm doing. And then I did a bunch of buttons. So I'll show you those. I did a bunch of buttons with the fabric that I bought from Daiso, and also from fabrics.com, and some of these I got from Marilyn G. Hi, Marilyn. And those are the spotted ones. These here, I used the fabric she gave me, and I made these. So it's all mixed up. I used several different fabrics, but they came out real pretty. I like those for use as embellishments. I also did one little flower here. I was trying to use some fabric and tulle, so I just put this on this is the tulle that Tutu Amy showed us how to make, and then I just was experimenting and seeing if I liked this on top of here, which is kind of big, but it looks, homey and cute. So I was just experimenting with that, and of course these here are the crocheted that Tutu Amy showed, hearts, and the heart that I just did double-sided. But these are the hearts that Tutu Amy showed us how to do, and the hearts are the ones from Martha Stewart Punch that already have the holes that I showed in my previous video. So those are the ones, these are ones I've made, and there's a bunch in there. I just made a bunch to be ready to be used as tags or as embellishments or to give as gifts. So those are some other ones. Of course, these are the paper clips that I've made, and I have a video on tutorial on how to make these. But these are some of the ones that I've been working on and getting ready to give away as gifts. And then you can see in the background I've been doing some tulle flowers also, and crochet flowers as usual, little ones. And then I did do some glassine bags, and I found this little image, which I've seen somebody else bought this one, but I did it on a little bag, and also the Mod Podged it on, and on the back I used a napkin that was from Daiso. So I did this and made little treat bags, and I did a little bit of stickling. Maybe not on this one. Here's one. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. I just did the heart, the bow, and the little tail. So, oh, this one I put little eggs. This is a sticker tape from the dollar bin at Joann's, so I found. So I did make some of those, and I'm going to probably have a closure of a flower, and this is one that I use my crochet flowers, and then I spray painted this little white flower that I got from downtown LA, and layered them together and put them on there, and put a little tape on here for closure, and double-sided tape, and they can take this off if they want and use it elsewhere. So that's some things that I'm working on for Easter. And then, let's see, I did make a couple cards. Shocker. But I did make a couple cards. This one here is using my trim, and then I used the Michael's corrugated card, and I also used a card that was embossed with those little bunnies, and I got those at the dollar. I don't know how much these were now. They're the Studio G paper, and you can see the little embossed bunnies on it. And then what I did is put stickles on them, the embossed part. I did spray the paper with let's see, I think I used the spring one from the spring pastel. I got at Michael's, and spray painted it, and then used double layered some lace on there, and added my buttons I got from the lace haul at the swap meet, and put a little heart with the crowns I just got on the haul, and then added a little tiny little tiny rhinestone there. In the back here, I put a little leaves that I think I got those at the at Hobby Lobby. They were trying to see where they are. Well, they're just leaves. They're kind of sparkly, and I added two, and then I put a tulle flower. So that's my card. I'll show you the inside. I really kind of wrote in it, but I stamped the little bunny from the Gorgeous Girls. I put a little butterfly there, and this is a Prima flourish. It's like this, and so that's what my card looks like. And this is how I did the whoops. This is how I did the little the crochet trim, and just tied it here, and the netting with a little flower. So that's one card, and then I made another card, and mine are kind of simple. You know, I just make simple cards, but again, this is the corrugated card from Michael's, and this little Studio G embossed bunnies, and I had sprayed it with the pastel colors, and then put stickles on the bunnies, and then there's a little lace trim. There is some crocheted that trim that I made into a circle, and a little heart with bunnies, and then I did the Happy Easter and with the bunny, and that is my other card. So I hope you enjoyed my projects, and I will see you again soon, I hope, time permitting. So have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.